Good morning. My name's Christina K, and I'm a parishioner at All Souls Catholic Church. I'm very happy to be the first presenter on Testimony Tuesday. It's an opportunity for us to share how God's been working in our hearts and in our lives, especially during this crazy time period. So I have to admit, in the beginning, I was very frightened, all the unknowns surrounding the pandemic. And so I found comfort and solace in verses from Matthew chapter 6, verses 25 through 34. Do not worry about the food and drink you need in order to stay alive, or about clothes for your body. After all, isn't life worth more than food? And isn't the body worth more than clothes? Look at the birds. They do not plant seeds, gather a harvest, and put it in barns, yet your Father in heaven takes care of them. Aren't you worth much more than birds? Can any of you live a bit longer by worrying about it? So it was those verses that helped, like I said, give comfort and solace and keep me calm, so I didn't freak out when I couldn't find supplies at the store, and especially with the unknowns surrounding my job. As many of you know, I work for the airline industry, so it's quite a tumultuous time right now. A lot of unknowns. Don't know what's going to be happening in the fall. So it just is a reminder to keep putting my trust in the Lord, and He will provide for me, just like He does the birds and the flowers and everything else in this world. Something else that's happened during this time period, we've been able to have lots of great quality family time. It's been nice to slow down and actually sit and talk with each other. So one night at dinner, my teenage daughter said, I never thought I would say this, but I actually miss going to Mass. So I thought it was wonderful that she'd had that realization. It was a great opportunity to drive home the point that we really do need the Eucharist. We need it to sustain us and to feed us, and that we need it to survive. So I thought that was something very positive that came from this, because that we haven't been able to go to church, to the actual building, so it's been nice for her to have that opportunity to miss it and understand how much she needs it. And lastly, of course, there have been times when the blues have set in and not much has gotten accomplished, not feeling very motivated. So it was in those times when I realized that I needed to go spend time with Jesus in prayer, because it's through Christ that I am strengthened. And just like I would go to a friend and spend time with him or her, is the same with Jesus. I need to go spend time with Him. And I come out feeling refreshed and renewed and strengthened from that bond of friendship. So that's something very positive that has come from this as well. So those are a few of my God moments, how God's been working in my life during this time period. So I invite you to share how God's been working in your life. And if you could share those with us, the good things, the positive things, the joyful things, and then, of course, the not so joyful things and how you've handled it. And even if you don't feel close to Him right now, and what realizations you've had. So I invite you to share that with us in a 3 or 4 minute video, and you can email it to office@allsoulssanford.org, and I'd be happy to help you, so don't hesitate to reach out, because and I want to remind you that there's a lot of people that didn't feel they were adequate, in case you feel like you can't do this. There's a lot of people in the Bible that didn't feel like they could do it. Moses being the first one that comes to mind, him and his stuttering problem. And then, of course, Peter denied Christ 3 times, yet still became Pope. So I want to just remind you that God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called. So I can't wait to hear from you. Have a great day, and God bless you.